Curtis and Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. That's Curtis and Son Funeral Home. 256-245-4361. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Funeral service for Mr. Gerald Cantrell of Sylacauga will be Wednesday at 2 p.m. from Curtis and Son North. Burial in the Green Hill Cemetery. Visitation from 1 until 2 at the North Chapel, also on Wednesday. Mr. Cantrell died at his residence on Sunday. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Funeral service for Betty Spradley will be Wednesday at 2 p.m. at Vincent Revival Center, with burial in the Beulah Cemetery in Sterrett. Visitation 11:30 till 2 at the church on Wednesday. Mrs. Spradley resided in Harpersville. She passed away on Sunday evening. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel, directing. Mary Bette Stewart of Sycamore died Monday at Coosa Valley Nursing Home. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, will announce the arrangements. Mrs. Hazel Pickren, age 94, of Sylacauga, died this morning at Mountain View Lake Assisted Living. Announcements on the arrangements will be presented by Curtis and Son Funeral Home. Edith Era Wilson, age 89, died Sunday at Sylacauga Health and Rehab. Funeral service will be held Thursday, January 19th at Curtis and Son North at 1 p.m. The Reverend David Schaefer will officiate the service. Burial in the Evergreen Memorial Cemetery. Visitation Wednesday from 5 until 7 at the North Chapel. The family will receive flowers, or donations can be made to the Marble City Church of God in Sylacauga. Online condolences at curtisondsonfh.com. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Mitzi Cosper, age 53, of Sylacauga, died at her residence on Sunday. Radley Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga will announce the funeral arrangements. Teresa Yvonne Murphy Browning, age 57, a memorial service will be held for her on Saturday, January 22nd at 2 p.m. from Sycamore United Methodist Church in Sycamore, Alabama. Funeral service for Leon B. Wills, age 58, is 11 o'clock today at Terry's Mortuary Chapel. Pastor Prezell Lane officiating. Interment in the Oak Hill Cemetery. Online condolences at terrysmortuary.com. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary directing. Ray Charles Plunkett, age 72, died January 16th at Grandview Medical Center in Birmingham. Graveside service will be Wednesday at noon from Oak Hill Cemetery. Visitation beginning at 11 a.m. prior to the service at Talladega Funeral Home. Mr. Plunkett was a member of the Mignon Baptist Church in Sylacauga. In lieu of flowers, donations can be made to the St. Jude's Research Center, Talladega Funeral Home, directing. And funeral service for Mr. Robert Thurston Brown, age 92, of Alexander City, will be Wednesday at 2 p.m. from the Chapel of Radley Funeral Home. Reverend William McElvin officiating. Burial in the Hillview Memorial Park with veterans honors provided by the Alexander City Veterans Honor Guard. The family receiving friends tonight, 5 until 7 at the funeral home. And Mr. Brown died Monday, January 16th at his residence. He was a member of the First Presbyterian Church and owner of Robert T. Brown Construction Company for over 30 years. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home, Alexander City, in charge of the arrangements. This obituary report brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361. Your Dignity Memorial Funeral Home for burials and cremations. Along with pre-need, it's Curtis and Son Funeral Home. 256-245-4361. Locations in Sylacauga and in Childersburg, it is Curtis and Son Funeral Home.